Happy Sunday.
We are waiting to go on. We're going on a little bit late tonight because of the AMAs.
American Music Awards. I was actually watching that a little bit over my dinner break. It was really cool to see all the performers.
Yeah, I hear it was also cool to see Chris dancing.
Yeah, my fiance was actually getting into it. Normally he doesn't really like pop music, so seeing him get into the music was a little funny. But
yeah,
we both were working on stories.
Yes, we are in the show.
Technically. I think we're going to be about 2 minutes behind. So if you're watching on air too, you're watching the AMAs still. We're coming on shortly. But yeah, we were both working on stories in between the 6 and 11 o'clock show. I was working on a story about a couple who's been married for 70 years. And so you're about to watch that in just a few minutes. And Ms. Hannah was working on Operation Gridlock. If you've been following that, traffic has been a huge issue, and she's been tackling that big problem around the area. So she'll have more of that. Is that airing on Good Morning Carolina tomorrow? Yep, so you can watch that on Good Morning Carolina tomorrow. So we are standing by because we are currently in the AMAs, and they can just toss right over to us at any time. So we're kind of just hanging around waiting for our cues. So thanks everyone for joining in. Chad, you are loving it in Charleston. I'm jealous. Steve, you're trying to stay warm. Love it. It is cold outside. Most temperatures are already in the 30s right now. This is a cold studio in here, so when it's even colder outside, it doesn't help. We can't have the heat on here because we have all the lights. Yeah, here you go. We're all trying to stay warm in here. It's hard to. But I had a pretty crazy week. I went to a Carolina Panthers game Thursday. Didn't even know I was going, kind of just the last minute, got some tickets, and we were able to go. Never been to a Carolina Panthers game before. It was amazing. Loved it. And then the next day, I repelled off the blockade runner. So it was a pretty crazy week.
30 seconds there.
So we'll be able to talk more about that, but we're about 30 seconds out till the show. So I'm going to get ready. Join in on WWAY. Join us in on air too.
Okay. 15. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Opens up.
Get way better local news updates anytime. Follow WWAY on Twitter. Now here's meteorologist Helen Holt with your forecast first.
Well, yesterday we had high temperatures in the 70s. Definitely not the case today. A cold front moved through last night, which kept our temperatures reaching out of the low 50s. And current temperatures, they're downright cold. Most places are in the 30s. Lumberton checking in at 35 degrees. Elizabethtown, 38. Here in the Port City, a chilly 37 degrees. And look up in Jacksonville, 30 degrees. We have a freeze warning and a frost advisory in place for the area. Details on how long we stay cold for. WWAY News Channel 3 at 11 starts right now. All right, guys, we are into the show. Thanks for joining in.
Now on WWAY at 11, a Brunswick County couple is celebrating 70 years of marriage. We have their secrets. Plus, a youth soccer tournament brings millions of dollars to the Port City this weekend. And the State Board of Elections is stepping in to investigate voter fraud in Bladen County. Thanks for watching News Channel 3 at 11. I'm Hannah Patrick. Brian and Jackie Smith can say they have been married for 7 decades. Both grew up in Brunswick County and have stayed ever since. WWAY's Helen Holt spoke with them this weekend as friends held a party to celebrate their lasting love. It's the big story at 11, and it's only on 3.
All right, guys, this is my story. Listen up.
70 years ago, Brian and Jackie Smith said, I do.
Nobody didn't want to get married. Let that get last. And all of us dead now, we're still here.
Baptist Church asked the family and friends Saturday to celebrate the milestone. They first met while in grade school and developed a relationship while playing basketball. Each have left a legacy in Brunswick County as they both were born and raised here. Now
2
they
minutes.
have 4 kids.
Christian life that's carried us through times of bad and good. We have the Lord to lean on.
So what's the key to a successful marriage?
Learn to say yes, sir.
Just mess it out and go on.
And
30
most
seconds.
importantly, don't end the day upset.
Don't ever go to bed man beating. If you are, don't let him know it.
That's good. There's a lot of fun you make with that.
15.
Take it too long.
To make it official, they sealed the deal the same way they did 70 years ago. In Ash, Helen Holt, WWAY News Channel 3.
Wow. Congratulations, Brian and Jackie. While they celebrated this weekend, their anniversary is officially on Tuesday. The Wilmington Hammerheads Youth Soccer League put on a tournament this weekend that had a significant financial impact to the Cape Fear. WWAY's Dustin Dorsey tells us that the tournament was created to compete against each other teams and see where the league stacks up, but turn into a major economic boost for the area.
All right. So hopefully you guys were able to hear that story. It'll also be on our website, so you can watch that again. It is so sweet. It's such a good time talking with them, and of course, guys know I'm getting married in April, so I'm gonna have to take some of their advice. And whenever I get mad at Chris, I need to make sure I remember. It will all pass. All right, what are my plans for the holiday weekend? I'm actually working. Scott has the holiday off, so I'm going to be filling in for him. So you'll be able to see me on Thanksgiving and on Black Friday. Let me know what you guys are doing. Are you traveling out of town? Actually, Scott will give you a personalized forecast on Tuesday at 7 o'clock on Facebook Live. But, of course, you guys know you can always message me if you're heading out of town, and I can let you know how the weather will be. 31 degrees, Steve. Woo. No, we didn't get any snow. No snow here. And Benji, I did not do the weather while rappelling down. Can't multitask like that. I just want to save my life.
Riverfest was back in downtown Wilmington this weekend. The event originally scheduled for delay due to Hurricane Matthew, but the fun went on this weekend. Guests were able to experience live music, shopping, and some fun with the kids. Of all the excitement, one thing stood out as a clear favorite for those who attended.
The food. And just to see all the fun stuff, I mean, see unusual stuff here that I'm not gonna see in the stores, and it's just fun to be out and walk around the river.
All right.
The festival began on Friday night and ran through today. The look on a child's face when they see Santa is usually priceless. Kids had an opportunity to have breakfast with the big man himself yesterday at Santa's Village in Mayfair. There was a delicious breakfast served, crafts for the kids, and a lot of interaction with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. All the proceeds go toward a local nonprofit.
So again, this is our rundown right here. Whatever's highlighted in yellow is where we're currently at in the show. So next up, a couple elderly people went rappelling
In
today.
case you missed it, there will be another
Same thing that I
breakfast
did
on
on Friday.
Ticket information on our website, WWAYTV3.com. Friday, we saw WWAY's Tom Holt and Randy Aldridge go over the edge in Wrightsville Beach. Yesterday, at least 60 more took the climb down, including Dean McIntosh and Jim George. McIntosh and George had their very first rappelling experience yesterday to help raise money for the Dreams of Wilmington. These two residents from Plantation Village Retirement Community are both in their 70s. But don't let their age fool you, as their shirts say, you're over the edge, not over the hill. Both made it down the wall with relative ease, and they say it was a great experience.
When you get to be my age, you might as well do what you want.
I can still do things, but
It was so scary.
big happy birthday to my husband Joe. Today's his birthday.
These two, along with all of those living in Plantation Village, wanted to show everyone that just because they are retired, they're not retired from doing activities. Right on. Operation Gridlock continues tomorrow morning with another shortcut around one of the most congested stretches in Wilmington. This is the second shortcut we are working on for you. Last week, Hunter Ingram of the Star News and I tested a shortcut around College Road and Oleander Drive. You can see what we found out on our website,
afternoon highs will remain well below average this afternoon, but temperatures will be trending much warmer this week. Details just a few minutes away.
You're watching WWAY News Channel 3 at 11.
All right, guys.
And now, with
What? Hannah.
Hi.
Oh, God. All right. Now we're going to get. All right. So we're getting ready for what we call short weather. So winds have thankfully calmed down, but that's going to allow frost to develop. Then we have a freeze warning in effect for the majority of the area. And the beaches were not included on this, but now a frost advisory has gone out for those areas. Horry County beaches, Brunswick County beaches, and New Hanover County beaches. So we have that to deal with. 32 is the current temperature. Wait, so they're not.
1:30.
So your parents are still in town?
Yeah, they have the whole week off because they're teachers
Mm-hmm.
in Georgia. Schools
1
off the
minute.
whole week.
So they at the hotel.
Yeah, so Hannah's parents are in town. They came by the station and were sitting behind the scenes at 6.
Yeah,
So they're watching you on TV now? Probably.
probably not. They're probably asleep. My mom actually got sick like the day before.
Put you guys up here.
That's why she was kind of.
Hi, Brandon. Thanks for joining in.
If I have to call, like, can I get out?
All right, so I'm going to set you guys up here. We're going into short weather, basically talk about what's going on right now, what's happening tonight. We have a freeze warning and a frost advisory in place, and then get your day started tomorrow.
Go Wafflet squeeze. Chickadee track. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
now, here's meteorologist Helen Hope with your Star Track 30 forecast.
We are starting off with a live look in downtown Wilmington, and I think this view is very deceiving because you can't tell how cold it is outside. We have clear skies in place, and you can see that on our Storm Track 3 radar and satellite. No clouds and definitely no rain to deal with, but look at these temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Jacksonville just barely 30 degrees right now, and Wilmington 37. Lumberton checking in at 35, Fayetteville 41, and Burr, it is cold out there. You definitely have your heaters on, and you can see current winds, they've calmed down a bit compared to the last 24 hours. We've really seen those gusty winds at times, and so light winds and cold temperatures are going to be a good recipe to see some frosty spots to begin our Monday. Clear skies, very cold, forecasting 32 degrees for Wilmington. Those inland spots dropping even further down. That's why we have a freeze warning in effect from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. for all of these blue shaded areas. And now for the beaches for New Hanover and Brunswick counties, we have a frost advisory in place from midnight until 8 a.m. So definitely bundle up as you're heading out the door tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be very cold. We'll see full sunshine throughout the day. Then afternoon highs climbing back up into the upper 50s. We'll look at that 7-day forecast and, of course, Thanksgiving forecast in a few minutes. Hannah?
Thank you, Helen. At Morse Creek National Battlefield yesterday, families were given an experience of what life was like during 1776. It's a free event that the park puts on for families to learn about that happened in North Carolina, as well as a hands-on experience for all to enjoy. From traditional blacksmith work to colonial cuisine and even toys and games for the kids, there was something for everyone to explore. However, in October, this event was not possible.
All right, this is our webcams, so I'm going to add a time lapse from Carolina Beach.
Farmers and Nate Touring says Hurricane Matthew left damage to the park and buildings, but staff was able to repair enough for things to go on as planned. He hopes the event lets everyone know the national park is back open for business. North Carolina state election officials are taking note of a potential absentee voting fraud for Bladen County, why they declined 30
Winds and rain.
All right, that was the beach this evening.
You can move to your 2 spot.
All right, I think that's pretty cool. Let's do that one. We're gonna add live and time lapse. Boink. Start. Perfect. So now we have full weather. So we're gonna start out with a time lapse in Carolina Beach. Got it, Hannah Banana?
I'll see him this weekend, and then I'll see him for Christmas.
Hannah Banana? Time lapse in Carolina Beach. It's just the waves crashing.
Okay. No, they're about 6.5 hours away, so. But
All right.
my boyfriend's family lives down the street from us, so we're gonna get.
All right, I see you guys are asking questions. Is there any sign of relief? Let me look at things, and I will let you know. We're supposed to be getting a cold front Wednesday night into Thursday. A few sprinkles here, but I'll have to look and see if the Western Carolinas will have any better chance than for us, because it's not looking too good to see any rain for us, which we don't need any rain, especially after what happened last week. Where did I hang my award? It's actually in one of the bedrooms in my house. I haven't decided exactly where it's permanently going to be, but in the meantime, it will be there.
30.
What do you have before me, Hannah?
A VO and a package.
Okay, cool. Alrighty.
15. Stand by. Come to camera 3.
Just doing final.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
North Carolina state election officials are taking over a potential absentee voting fraud case in Bladen County, but declined a request by Governor Pat McCrory's campaign to intervene in other protests in more than 30 counties. The state board of elections decided today that the allegations raised in Bladen have risen to the level that its staff should step in. A local Bladen candidate alleged last week it appeared a candidate and filled out roughly a couple hundred absentee ballots. McCrory's campaign said they preferred local boards continue the fact-finding in the other protests. The state board planned a public hearing for Tuesday. A very busy weekend for the Trump transition team as the president-elect meets with a handful of top prospects to fill key cabinet positions. Jesse Amar reports.
President-elect Donald Trump kicking off another day at his private New Jersey golf club, meeting with high-profile players. Trump tweeted early Sunday that numerous Patriots
All right, so we're getting ready for full weather. So I'm gonna go set the camera up here. I'm gonna sit next to Hannah and then walk into frame, and then you'll see me walk out, and then I'll grab it and be able to interact with you guys. Then after full weather, then I'll have a little bit of chance to interact. So think about any questions that you want to ask or anything you want to talk about. Just leave it in the comments, and I'll be able to see it after full weather. Thanks for joining in. I'm gonna walk out for a second.
Was very grateful that Governor Mitt Romney came in. They had a good meeting. It was a warm and a substantive exchange, and I know he's under active
30
consideration
seconds.
to be the Secretary of State of the United States.
No coming back
Some of the
straight.
distinguished Americans.
As the transition team continues to sort through viable candidates, Trump has already made a few selections. Kansas Representative Carol Lee as the next CIA director.
It's just the beaches,
Alabama
or it's just the waves
Senator
lunch.
Jeff Sessions as Attorney
Looks like there's
General.
a couple
Both of
people
whom
on there.
still need Senate confirmation. And retired Army Lieutenant General Michael Flynn for his top advisor on national security. Yasmin Emmer, WWAY News Channel 3.
Now, here's meteorologist Helen Holt with your Star Track 30 forecast.
All right, we are taking a look at the waves in Carolina Beach on our Stevenson Skyway camera network on a time lapse from today. Helen, a gorgeous weekend, but today didn't feel so gorgeous.
Yeah, you had to be pretty brave to go out to the beaches today, because temperatures were only in the 50s this afternoon. Kind of a shock to the system compared to yesterday when we were in the 70s.
Yeah, and with that wind, it felt a lot colder than 50 degrees.
Polar opposites. So we got kind of all 4 seasons in the last 48 hours around here. Typical southeastern North Carolina, you got that right. And check out these low temperatures. We're going to be dropping to right around freezing, if not below it, in many spots across the area. We have those clear skies in place and very cold and dry conditions. That's going to be kind of the recipe to create some frosty spots as you head out for your days. And that has prompted the National Weather Service to issue a freeze warning because it's likely to see a freeze across the area. So all these blue shaded areas are under that warning from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday morning. And now the beaches of New Hanover and Brunswick County, you are now under a frost advisory from midnight until 8 a.m. for your Monday. So downright cold for everyone across the area. So as the kiddos are heading out to the bus stop, make sure they are prepared for this cold weather, bundling up, wearing the heavy jacket, gloves, and hats. We're going to see a full day of sunshine, but that will only get us up into the middle to upper 50s tomorrow afternoon. So definitely still a chilly one as we start out our new work week. Northwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. We watched a cold front pass through here last night. That brought us the colder weather today compared to our Saturday. High pressure starting to move in, keeping the Carolinas pretty much crystal clear throughout the day today. Watching an area of low pressure up to the north, that brought places like Pennsylvania and New York a lot of snow today. But for us, we've been pretty quiet, definitely just very cold out there. We'll continue to see high pressure kind of dominate our forecast over the next several days, keeping us with basically full sunshine. Moving the clock into our Monday evening, your morning and evening commute should be a-okay, even heading into our Tuesday, 7 a.m. Sunny skies are expected. And if you're traveling to southeastern North Carolina, or you're sticking around here, the weather is going to be fantastic for Thanksgiving, a mixture of sun and clouds. Look at these temperatures. We're going to be trending much warmer over the next couple of days. 72 degrees, maybe a spot shower, but overall, it's going to be a perfect day to be around here with your family and friends for that holiday. Thankfully, we're not dealing with anything tropical. Things are quiet in the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. Do have an area of interest that has a high potential of becoming a tropical depression over the next couple of days. So we'll be watching this, but no impacts are expected even if that does develop into a tropical depression. Locally, it's the sunny skies and gradually warming temperatures. By Thanksgiving, that will be our warmest day of the week, 72 degrees. So absolutely fantastic weather around southeastern North Carolina. Only about a 20% chance of rain. Hey, we can handle that.
Yeah, not a bad looking week for Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Especially a lot of us are going to be traveling, and we do have a special forecast coming up this week for those people.
Exactly, we do. Tuesday at 7 o'clock on Facebook Live on the WWAY Facebook page. Chief Meteorologist Scott Dean will be answering all of your questions. If you're traveling here, if you're traveling across the country, he'll be able to give you kind of a personalized forecast. And of course, you can add me on Facebook, and I'll be able to answer those anytime, too.
Yeah, we love interacting with you guys.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Helen. A 9-year-old girl is going viral for spreading some very generous kindness to a donut shop after it was robbed. How she did it without her parents even knowing, and how the shop owner is thanking her. That is so funny.
You're like, oh, you follow me on Facebook and ask anytime. Alrighty, guys. All right. Hello, hello. Yeah, it was a strong cold front last night. You notice the wind started picking up, especially once it moved through, coming out of the northwest. It was blowing my trees all around and brushing up on the windows. Kind of spooky a little bit, but I knew it wasn't any bad weather associated with that, so I was able to kind of relax. So yeah, had a pretty busy week around here. What are your plans for Thanksgiving? Are you going to be traveling outside of town? I've kind of already answered my question. I'm sticking around here. I'm working. Hannah, you're working too, right? You're working Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be reporting though. I'll be filling in for Scott. And then you're off. She's typically off Friday and Saturday, so she's good with that.
Yep. Normal week for me.
Lucky you. But on Friday, we only have the 10 and 11 o'clock show because of football. So I'm going to get my Black Friday shopping on. You better believe that. Hannah and I are going to go shopping.
What?
We're trying not to spend too much money.
We're trying to go shopping. We've been talking about shopping for like 2 months.
We're just going to try not to spend too much money on Black Friday. The whole goal is...
Christmas presents. Like, I want to knock out some of my Christmas shopping.
Yeah, and I'm going on vacation soon. Less than 2 weeks. I'm going to Turks and Caicos. I am so excited. I don't even know what a vacation is. I don't even remember what it's like. I haven't had any time off since February, so I'm really excited for it. Oh, Hannah, that would be a negative.
30 seconds.
Stop.
Hold blocks on 3.
Mwahaha.
Go ahead and line it up since you moved it. Okay.
Alrighty.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Now to a story every child should see this holiday season. Last week, a woman was caught on camera stealing from the tip jar of a donut shop in Texas. Well, there is still some good in this world. A young girl who saw that story wanted to do something for the shop owner and hash out a plan without her parents knowing. Caitlin McCauley has more from that girl whose selfless act is now going viral. Andrew Chung is the owner of Daylight Donuts in Alabama.
Okay, how long will it be on vacation? Just a week. Although a week is going to be fantastic, but it'll be nice. I feel like I need a little bit of sunlight on my skin. Oof, it's going to be a long winter. Working during the holidays is pretty much a given in this industry. Hannah has worked many Christmases. I've been pretty good about getting Christmas off, but this year that's not the case. I'm working Christmas as well, and New Year's. I'm working all the holidays this year. I don't know how that worked out, but it's okay because my family lives in town, so I'm able to see everyone.
30 seconds.
So I'll let everybody else who's traveling be able to go enjoy time with their family. So that's why I'm taking my vacation off kind of 2 weeks beforehand. Or, yeah, a couple weeks beforehand.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Way to go, Chloe. It's beginning to look a lot like winter in parts of New Jersey. This is what the scene was today in West Milton, miles north of New York.
There you go.
You can see people took advantage of the snow and went outside to play. Some places saw as much as 4 inches of snowfall, and forecasters say there's a chance more snow could fall tomorrow. The blast of cold weather comes less than 24 hours after some of the same areas saw temperatures near 60 degrees. Ellen will have a final look at your Thanksgiving forecast when we come back.
So AKA Mother Nature was just as bipolar up north as it was down here. All right, so how much time on the back? Are we good with just the 7 day?
Okay, we got 130 on the back end.
Perfect. Helen, you'll have 35.
Helen will have 35.
Okay. Let's see what I want to do.
Helen,
Hmm.
are you going on like the bus ride? Like, are you going to watch them deliver the knitted things?
They all meet in a gym.
So, but you're going for the delivery.
What do you mean? Is there something else going on I don't know about?
Wait, so what are they doing tomorrow?
As far as I know from like last year, all they did was they brought like everybody, all the kids got into the gymnasium
15,
and
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
a freeze warning will be in effect from 3 a.m. till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and that's all for these blue or purple shaded areas. So think of the 4 P's: people, pipes, plants, and pets, of course. They definitely don't want to be out in this chilly weather. And we also have a frost advisory that's Brunswick County, and that goes in effect from midnight until 8 a.m. Monday morning. You can see afternoon highs only climbing up into the upper 50s, and then we'll be gradually warming to seasonal levels by Wednesday. Thanksgiving looking fantastic, 72 degrees, maybe a few spotty showers, but I think overall it'll just be a mixture of sun and clouds. So we kind of go up, and then we go down through that 7-day forecast. You kind of get it all this week, but at least we'll get a lot of sunshine.
You know what? The holidays are upon us, so the cold is okay.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of, we're ready for it to feel kind of cold around here, especially with the holidays, like you said.
Yes. All right, Helen. We may be able to relate to this next video that's going viral when you're
Okay.
covering a story that may involve a sport or a game.
Okay.
Where you stand can really matter. In fact, timing is everything. Check this out. Right before a football game, the Minnesota Vikings hit a Fox sound guy running out of the tunnel.
That's never happened to us before.
No, it has not yet.
Oh, no, I hope not. I don't think we can relate that much to something
No.
like that.
But you have to be careful where you stand. Depending
yeah.
on what you're covering. And as far as we know, no injuries reported. Maybe some bruising.
If that was us, we probably would have walked away with more than just a bruise, but he looks like a tough guy, so he was able to handle it.
I'm sure him and his staff
Well,
had quite a laugh.
Hopefully
after that.
nobody feels like that heading into Monday.
No,
No Monday
no.
blues.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for Good Morning Carolina starting at 5:30.
Monday mornings be like,
So, okay, well, I read the I read the press release that we got for the thing tomorrow, and it just says that, like, they're getting on a bus to go, like, deliver them to the Rachel Freeman School of Engineering.
So last year I just
So
went to
maybe,
the gymnasium.
well, yeah, you're probably, I doubt you're getting on the bus, but I was just, like, wondering, so I just need to change that last sentence.
Woo! Thank you. All right, yeah. Here, we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, Hannah's got to do a tease, and I'm going to go home. So
You gotta do a tease?
I think she has to do a tease.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, hey, hold it.
Hold it.
Prompter report, or?
Okay, guys, we are heading out for the night. Hannah's got to do some work, so we're not going to bother her anymore. But, guys, have a great, fantastic, safe Thanksgiving. And, of course, if you guys are heading out somewhere and you need a forecast, you know who to ask.
Tuesday, and then we'll see you next Sunday.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.